But I thought Abigail Adams had remembered the ladies.
Martha Washington learned to read and write. She was First Lady, but she got married twice. Abigail Adams, an early abolitionist, supported female education, also a feminist. Original Mrs. Jefferson was dead and MIA. His daughter was the hostess for TJ. War of 1812, when the White House was burning, Dolly Madison kept his treasure safe for future learning. People didn't like Elizabeth Monroe. She got ill a lot and always felt low. Louisa Adams, First Lady who was foreign, she wrote satirical plays and raised silkworms. Rachel Jackson was rather scandalous, married to two men at once, she was no evangelist. Hannah Van Buren was Martin's second cousin, but she died before she could be in the White House with her husband. Then there was Anna Harrison, both her husband and grandson had presidential wins. Lisha Tyler, she died of a stroke, so then John and his girl Julia eloped. Sarah Polk, formerly childless, she was progressive and remained childless. Margaret Taylor knew how to shoot a gun. She thought being a White House hostess was no fun. Abigail Fillmore thought education was necessary. She went and built the White House Library. Jane Appleton Pierce, her Christian faith, but her son's death she just couldn't take. James Buchanan didn't have a wife. His niece Harriet took the role of hostess without strife.
Mary Antoinette Lincoln, she caught Lincoln's eye, but some accused her of being a Confederate spy. Eliza Johnson, in the wake of Lincoln's death, redecorated the White House without taking a breath. Julia Grant, as First Lady, she was active, went to Senate hearings and gave them directive. Lemonade Lucy Hayes was beloved and gracious. She banned alcohol and was quite tenacious. Lucretia Garfield, more political than most. Ellen Arthur liked to sing the most. Frances Cleveland, only 21, the youngest First Lady, but America's heart she won. Caroline Harrison soon died, rest in peace, and then Benjamin went and married her niece. Ida McKinley was a bank teller. Edith Roosevelt, politics wasn't for her. Nellie Taft convinced her husband to run, supported suffrage and worker safety once he won. Ellen Wilson, a professional artist, she died, and Woodrow married a descendant of Pocahontas. Florence Harding, First Lady to vote. If she poisoned her husband, there wasn't an antidote.
Grace Coolidge, she taught the deaf and kept her composure after her son's tragic death. Lou Hoover graduated from Stanford University. She was active in Girl Scouts and spoke Chinese fluently. Eleanor Roosevelt lobbied for the poor and integration. She had her own show on a radio station. Bess Truman worked as Harry's Senate aide, and yes, by the way, she was paid. Mamie Eisenhower, very popular, acted as her husband's advisor. Jackie Kennedy won an Emmy. She was extremely fashionable and a modern lady. Claudia Johnson, known as Lady Bird, advocated for the environment to protect the birds. Pat Nixon, First Lady to wear pants in public, a step in the right direction for the Republic. Betty Ford spoke openly about dealing with breast cancer and psychiatry. Rosalind Carter, active in mental health reform, she wanted to make volunteerism the norm. Nancy Reagan used to act. She worked to reduce drug usage stats. Barbara Bush advocated for AIDS awareness and homelessness, also wrote a memoir from her dog's perspective. Hillary Clinton, we all know her. She ran for Senate while First Lady undeterred. Laura Bush promoted women in Afghanistan. Her initiatives such as Ready to Read let her take her stand. Michelle Obama, a lawyer and writer, helped nutrition, service, families, and education. She's looking to help our nation, but her time in the White House is kind of fading. Who's gonna be the next first? Gentlemen!
There was a sense of detachment. This was I, and yet not I. This was the wife of the President of the United States, and she took precedence over me. My personal likes and dislikes must be subordinated to the consideration of those things which were required of her.